August 2024, the Rockford Park District started updating its 5-year plan to meet community needs. Now, after months of taking in feedback, the district has an idea on how to make its facilities better.
WIFR News reporter Anthony Ferretti talks with district management on what you can expect to see within the next 5 years.
Roughly 40,000 people voiced their feedback the last time the Park District wanted some public input in 2018. This turned into several priorities, including more investment in trails and paths.
Treehouse. Yes. Garden.
Those were just some of the ideas kids wish their park had when we talked with them in August 2024. Now their voices will play a vital role in making these areas better.
Just to see today where we have been as a park district and community over the past 5-6 years and what we've accomplished together with the community, it's really incredible.
The Park District achieved several priorities from its last assessment. This includes reopening the snow park at Alpine Hills and investing in Levings Park. Executive Director J.C. Dean says its guests' love for neighborhood parks, paths, trails, and infrastructure hasn't changed.
Please continue to offer the free or low-cost resources to help families start off on the right foot. High-quality Parks and Rec draws more young families to city.
Feedback also reveals a top reason people come to the Park District is for their physical and mental health needs.
Practicing activities that help you have a better physical and mental balance.
People see the Park District now as more than just coming and playing a game or having fun or learning a skill.
We are a park for everyone, so we want to make sure that we're providing programming and opportunities for our senior populations, for families, for adults.
Now the district is receiving revenues from grants, sponsorships, donations, anything to leverage our resources and to continue being that gold medal park district that our community relies on.
Residents also want diversity of amenities within their parks, which is why the Rockford Park District will look into ways for the community to play cricket.
Interesting. All right. Thanks, Anthony. And the Park District Board will look at the changes to the community-led priority results to see how the district will prioritize services and programming between 2025 and 2030.